What's up, guys? It's Spartan here, and I know it's been a really long time since I've posted anything. I just been doing other things, school and all that stuff. But now with everything being down and at home because of this coronavirus, which is absolutely crazy. But one thing they did give us is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. And one thing I wanted to go over today is to prove to you that the campaign will not be all that we get. I promise you, it will not be all that we get. You want to know why I know that? There's simple features in the game that are in there because multiplayer is going to be a thing. They would not have put the hit markers with the red symbol that when you get a kill in a campaign that starts you out with not even having hit markers. You have to go to settings to turn them on. So, why would you put yourself through that extra work to make that when, I only did it just because I wanted to see how it was. But a lot of people probably aren't even going to turn it on just because it's a campaign. Another thing is camo. As you can see what I'm doing right here, I'm spectating it because there's camos on the guns. Why would there be camos on the guns in just a campaign? And at first, you might say, well, maybe they just did it because, they feel bad they're not against multiplayer, so they're just putting it in there. And, that's a good point, but if that was the case, you're thinking they would put it on every single gun, every type of gun. They don't. They only put it on certain guns. So, you gotta think, what's their plan here? In my opinion, we're getting multiplayer. It may not be until November, which is where I want to bring in my theory of what I think is going to happen. I believe they gave us this campaign to give us a taste of it. Okay? They want us to get the feel of it. They know it's a big time popular Call of Duty game. One of the most iconic Call of Duty games in the history of Call of Duty. A lot of people say it's the best Call of Duty ever. I don't think that. I think it's got the best campaign out of any Call of Duty ever. But multiplayer is really, really good. But I still have to give it to Black Ops 2 when it comes to that for the best Call of Duty ever. But besides the point, they know that we would go batshit crazy if they never gave us multiplayer for this, especially after getting our hands on how it feels and how it plays through the campaign. But you can't just sit there and say, oh, this is it. There's no way we're getting a multiplayer. Yeah, they said no multiplayer. They're doing it to throw us off. Back to what I was going to say about my theory of what's going to happen. I believe that since Sledgehammer got the boot, they're done. Well, not completely done, but they're done as a main developer. They're still going to help, but they're done as a main developer. And it came at a bad time. Their Call of Duty was supposed to be released this year. It got handed over to Treyarch. There's no way they're, even with help from what's left of Sledgehammer, would be able to get it done in time and make it where it'd be good. So, what I believe is we got this campaign for hype. We want multiplayer, and then boom, they're going to hit us with saying Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer is coming in November as a standalone game this year, as we take a year off for a new Call of Duty to make sure everything's good to go and there's no major bugs, everything's finished the next year after that. That's my personal opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. And with there being weapon inspections, camos, the red hit marker to inform that you've gotten a kill on for a game that is what they're telling us right now, this is all this is going to be. If that's the case, why go through trouble to make a thing if it's not going to be needed? You know what I mean? If it's not going to be needed, why put it in there? I know a lot of people are saying, oh, well, they're just going to add all the maps from this game and put it into the new Modern Warfare. I just tell you this, if they do that, that would be a horrible idea, because this year's Modern Warfare, except for Warzone's fun, but the multiplayer experience for this new Modern Warfare is horrible. It's the worst I've ever seen. You die too fast. The maps are horrible. It's like Call of Duty Ghost, but to my opinion, it's worse. Like, I can't do anything. It's forcing me to, hey, you gotta have to sit in this building if you want it to not die 300 times. Like, I want to be able to run and gun and get high kills. You know, like, in Team Deathmatch, a high multiplayer kill for me is like 16 or 17. In most other Call of Duty games, that's like, if I get 16 or 17 kills, I get off for the night because I'm playing bad. But in Modern Warfare, that's a high. And it's just, I don't want them to put the new maps into that game from Modern Warfare 2. Just give us Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer. I know they have it. Like I said, I'm like 99.9% sure that we're probably going to get it. I know for sure that they have it. When it comes to releasing it, I'm 99.9% sure. When? I don't know. Could be 2 months from now. Could be, in my opinion, like it's going to be in November. Or October, November, whenever they decide to release their new game. If they even have a new game. And it's, like I said, I think it's just going to be multiplayer for Modern Warfare for standalone for this year, while they take the extra year to make sure the new one's finished and complete and good. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I am. I guarantee probably 80 to 95% of the Call of Duty community would be okay with that too. You know, Ubisoft did that with Assassin's Creed. They instead of releasing it when it was planned, they said, hey, we're going to take another year or two to make sure that this is good, how we want it, and that it's fun for everybody to play, and it's what they want. If Activision was to have the Call of Duty do that, it just give us Modern Warfare multiplayer, and we play that for the year, and then they take that time to make it a better for the new one, and then come out with that the following year, I would be perfectly okay with that. You know, I know there's some Call of Duty fans out there that just want new every single year, and I understand that. I want a new game every year too, but I would much rather wait another year while having Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer, and then get a really good game the following year. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's all my own opinions, but like I said, there's just no way that they're not going to bring Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. I mean, you can't. Like, if you didn't, I'm pretty sure most of the community would just absolutely go crazy on them, because they've given us this, so we know that they've had it. They know that they're capable of making it and making it feel really good. Like I said, when I was playing with this campaign, you know, not only did I enjoy it just because, you know, I'm playing which in my opinion the best Call of Duty campaign to ever be made, between it or Modern Warfare 3, but it felt really good. It kind of has that Modern Warfare remastered, like the first one, feel a little bit, but better. If that makes sense. It felt a lot better than that. And I just think it would be smart for them to make that with the multiplayer. And I mean, I guarantee you that, you know, this campaign's only $20. So I know that they probably have made good money just from releasing this campaign remastered. Once they release the multiplayer, which I think they will, I mean, they'll make a killing. I'm assuming that what it'll probably be is you'll probably have to pay another at least $20, but more than likely $40 to make it a $60 total. And then of course you'll have your bundles that may be $60, which would be in total would be $80 if you count the campaign. But most people, like I would already have that, so I wouldn't have to worry about paying for that part. I would just have to worry about paying for the multiplayer, which I'll pay $60 for just the multiplayer if I could, like if it becomes available. So, and I'm pretty sure the majority of the community would do the same. So, it would just be a smart, not only just a smart thing to do in general, but it'd be a smart business decision. And then there's one thing we've learned about Activision over the years is one thing that they love, and it's money, which of course who doesn't, but like they really go over the top with it, which we saw with, you know, the microtransactions in Advanced Warfare until last year with Black Ops 4. You know, Modern Warfare, thank God doesn't have loot boxes and supply drops and, you know, things like that. They did it the smart way. You know, they did it in a reasonable way. Like, you can buy the packs that you want, like the skins and things like that, and then then you have your battle pass, which is smart. Which I didn't buy it, but just because I don't play this year's Modern Warfare multiplayer enough. I know there was a period there before Warzone came out that I probably literally went a month without playing the game just because I just didn't enjoy it at all. I played some Search and Destroy. I can handle playing Search and Destroy with it. That still feels pretty decent. But respawn game modes in the new Modern Warfare, except for maybe Ground War, I can play some Ground War. But I can't play the regular game modes. I rage so hard, and I just don't enjoy it. And I know that probably at least 40 to 50% of the community feels that way about it too, just from what I've seen from videos and tweets and things like that. So they need to give us something good. You know, I don't want them to have to rush a game in this coming year and it be bad just because it's, you know, it's not finished. They didn't have enough time to do this with it, they do that with it, and it's just not good. Or it just feels like Black Ops 4. It just feels like, really, Black Ops 4, in my opinion, was just Black Ops 3, and then they took out the jetpacks and wall running. And normally you'd be like, oh, that's okay, and yeah, I liked Black Ops 3. You know, it was pretty good. You know, especially considering it was jetpacks and things like that. But Black Ops 4 just felt like that's what it was, except less. You know, there wasn't as many guns. There wasn't as many maps. A lot of their maps were remake maps. And that's another thing I want to go over. You know, they're talking about just bringing these maps from Modern Warfare 2 into the new Modern Warfare. That's not going to go. It didn't go over good with Black Ops 4. You know, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I like this map, but then at the same time, you're just like, oh, you know, we want new maps for the new game. You know, we don't mind playing these maps that we've played before if it's in a remastered game, but we don't want to play these maps in the new game. We want new maps for this. And that hurt Black Ops 4 a lot. Except for maybe considering a couple like Nuketown and Grind, especially Grind, just because we haven't got it back before. But I just think it would be a very bad idea to do that. You've got to give us this multiplayer, or the community's just going to be outraged. But yeah, that's that's my opinion on all this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you leave a like. Subscribe, you know, that'd be great. Small channel trying to grow. I hope you enjoy the content. I know it's not been a lot lately, but you know, since I'm at home now, you know, I'm doing online classes, which changed completely everything. Which, you know, I'm at home. I only go out maybe once a week after these past couple of weeks. Like I went and got food today, you know, takeout. Like I picked it up and then that was it. And then, you know, that's pretty much the only time I'll be going out any. Luckily I live in an area that's not, you know, really a hot spot, I guess you could say. I live in Arkansas, and I don't even live in the bigger parts of Arkansas that have the majority of our cases in the state. But still, at the same time, you know, it's better safe than sorry. So I'm not going to leave the house very much, so that means I'll be able to make more videos, you know, just see where it goes. I'll leave the rest of this gameplay for you from the campaign. So it's, you know what's going to happen. So, so I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you on another day.
Viper 2-6, stand by for rocket attack. Over. Roger. Hit them hard on that hill. Make sure they're down. Roger, I'm on it. Coming around, heading 250. Roger, I got him lined up. Gold Eagle's on the ground. Watch for snipers on thermal. Over.
You have the DSM. We got it, sir.
Good. That's one less loose end.
No!
Area is sanitized. All targets destroyed. Solid copy. No movement detected. 2-6 going into holding pattern. Get down!